Good evening, everyone, and the minion with me this evening is Tier.
What up?
And as it is once again a Friday, I'm the keeper for this evening, Sanguine. How are you doing tonight, Tier?
I'm pissed off.
What
So,
about?
my I was transferring files from my main computer from my SD card, and my SD card broke.
Mm,
Luckily, it was a bunch of books. The only issue I had was that I just have to go back and re-download some of the stuff, and I had to reformat the file. I just developed a new filing system for my books, so
ah,
yeah.
so you're more pissed that you lost the filing system
And
rather
if yeah,
than pissed that you lost the books because you can get the books back really easy.
well,
The
I
time
have
that
a
you spent with the filing system, you need to now put back
yeah.
into remaking the filing system.
Yeah, like the I have a hard drive with money all my books on it and whatnot. I was meaning to take some of the books off of the stuff I wasn't reading, like the mangas. I was going to take off my SD card because they were just too big. Like so, I was going to put that on, leave that in my hard drive, and that was going to be that. But yeah, I'm still pissed. So yeah, I'm slightly pissed about that.
Yeah, that's always annoying when you put in work to do something and then it goes tits up through
Yeah.
no fault of your own.
But it's all good. I ordered me a new SD card. I got a shit ton of replacement SD cards around for my Kindle.
Mm-hmm.
So until my new my 512 comes in, I'm using my 256.
Mm.
So yeah,
So not as much room, but still enough to do some good work.
yeah. So I usually take the book. I have I have everything I have divided up into like fucking four folders. You know, I got my books, I got my comics, I got my game books, I got my light novels, my magazines, my manga, my solo RPGs, my tabletop RPGs, and all the stuff for world building in like separate folders.
Mm-hmm.
So if I feel like, yeah, you know what, I want to work on the story I'm doing, I go to my world building shit and look for X, Y, and Z. It's all there.
Mm-hmm.
I want to sit and read a book. I want to sit and read Nietzsche tonight. Well, I just go to books and look for Nietzsche.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's all. I'm an artist when it comes to filing. Like I have to go through my radio shows and put everything in proper order and properly filed away and properly filed named. It's going to be a nightmare.
You haven't yet gone to the extent of Dewey Decimal within your categories, though.
Have no, dear God, no. But like, say for my solo RPGs, if say I got multiples from a single company, I'll
Mm-hmm.
put all that under that person's name, their creator's name. Candlewick Games. All the games from Candlewick Games I have, it's all under that folder. So I'll click that and all Candlewick Games pop up. So yeah, I'm an
That
artist.
makes sense as long as they're all within the same game.
Oh, like under the same company, yeah.
Well, I'm saying under the same game because you have, for instance, Pathfinder. There's a shit ton of companies that produce Pathfinder.
Well, yeah, like for my tabletop RPGs, I have it by system instead of I
Yep.
have first I have the way I do my tabletop RPGs is first it's system, then it's company, and it's like if it's base Paizo, I don't even put it in a folder. I just toss it in Pathfinder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for like say White Wolf, I have White Wolf divided between old school, old World of Darkness, New World of Darkness, and Chronicle of Darkness. Whatever system it is, you know, and say it's Vampire Masquerade. So that's Old World. It goes in Old World's folder with Masquerade. And even Masquerade is fucking divided by, oh, this is first edition, and this is third edition, and this is fifth edition. I'm an artist when it comes.
Oh, I was just about to ask, when you said New World of Darkness, which New World of Darkness are you talking? Are you talking where they've completely fucked over the werewolves?
Honestly,
entirely?
I've liked Apocalypse. Not Apocalypse. Yeah, Apocalypse. Werewolf. The Forsaken. There it is. I like the Forsaken.
But have you seen the newest werewolf material?
Oh, let me look. I grab shit and put it in places.
So, you know how
Go ahead.
werewolf in like the Forsaken and Apocalypse, you had each of the different tribes effectively had their own thing that they were really the best at.
Yeah.
Two of them in particular. You had the Get of Fenris, which were effectively soloing the fight portion of trying to prevent the apocalypse.
Yeah.
And then you had the Fianna. And the Fianna were making everything that was even remotely important.
Yeah.
They were the ones who figured out how to make claves. They were the ones that figured out how to do different things. They made a shit ton of gifts. They were the ones who were just like, okay,
basically saved the fucking world.
Yeah. So it was the Get, they were the foot soldiers. The Fianna, they were producing shit that made it possible for everyone else to do the shit that they needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know what they did in the newest werewolf?
No, I didn't. I don't know what they did. The newest werewolf and the newest apocalypse.
The Get have effectively been White Howlard.
What?
You know the White Howlers, right?
Yeah.
You know what the White Howlers are currently in lore, right?
No. What are the black fucking spiral dancers?
Black Spiral Dancers, because they all went kind of fucking insane and turned sides.
Yeah.
They got rid of the Get.
And who's in their place?
No one.
So
They
didn't even,
White Howlard the Get.
they fucking wiped them out?
Yeah, they're gone.
What? Why?
Because the Get were kind of racist.
It's this in the 5th edition of fucking Masquerade, they neutered the Bruja. They neutered them. So the Bruja were always the clan of rebels. Like they were the rebellion clan. Like that's why they fucking couldn't stand the fucking Ventrue. Ventrue always barked and they said, "Go fuck yourself." They neutered them. They went from being the, oh yeah, we take anybody, white supremacists, we don't care who you are. As long as you got the spirit of rebellion in your heart, you can join us. They neutered them. They turned them into pussy ass fucking philosophers. And I'm not talking about the cool warrior philosophers. I'm talking about the, can we all just get along? Like they want activists instead of fucking, rabble rousers.
Yep.
And it fucking, like the Bruja were my favorite fucking clan. The moment I heard that, I couldn't play. I can get with any other thing. The fucking gang were leaving the Camarilla made fucking sense. They got fucked over.
Yep.
Sorry, the gang were leaving the Camarilla made sense. Fucking Lasombra joining the Camarilla fucking made sense. Like all the Sabbat basically falling apart under its own weight made fucking sense, and the fucking Zemesis going back to being fuck everybody. That shit made sense, but you fucking neutered. Oh no, they don't want the skinhead. They don't want the neo-Nazi. They don't want the rebel.
Yeah,
they want the philosopher.
They got rid of the Get of Fenris because it was popular with what they called racist fans. They got rid of the Fianna effectively as well. So all that's left are the tribes that do the least as far as preventing the apocalypse. And
so what? Bone Gnaws?
They still have Bone Gnaws. They still have the fucking. Why am I blanking on the
Black Furies?
Black Furies.
Of course, they're gonna keep the all female one.
Yep, they have the Black Furies. They have the racist native one. Red Talon.
Red Talon.
It is Red Talon, right?
Yeah. They're because I'm looking at it now. Well, I'm looking at the 20th anniversary edition.
Yep.
Bull fucking shit. That.
But yeah, they got rid of all the ones that were actually doing the work, and they kept everyone else. So effectively, the apocalypse is absolutely going to happen. There is no way to avoid the apocalypse. There is no more win condition for the werewolves.
Because everyone trying to save the fucking world, that actually is trying to do shit as a fucking tribe, has been killed.
Yep.
And none of the other tribes. See, all right. The good thing, the one thing I loved about fucking Forsaken was that it wasn't like the end of the world scenario. Like the werewolves in Forsaken were look, we gotta keep the world of man and the world of spirit. They are essentially fucking avatars, a fucking race of avatars.
Yeah, we need to balance this shit.
Yeah, they gotta keep balancing shit. And then three of them said, well, fuck that. We need to be kings. Fuck all this shit. I want to be king again.
Yeah, you had... Each of them had their own thing. You had the Silver Claws, which they were really good. Problem is, they got insanely inbred and they were arrogant bastards.
Yep.
So when you could convince them to actually do something other than suck their own cock and fuck their own sister for half a second, they were actually able to wreck house. But the problem is that they were constantly bent in half trying to give the suck to themselves.
Are you talking about the fire touch?
I'm talking
about Forsaken, right?
It's the Silver Claw, isn't it? That's
Silver Claws in Forsaken are three of the pure. So the fire touch are the crazy ones, the ones that are fucking insane fanatics and are kind of incesty.
The fire touch are the insane fanatics. The Silver
Ivory
Claw
Kings
were the
you're talking about the Ivory Kings,
and they had this very Kings. We must keep the royal bloodline bullshit going.
Because their wolf is silver. Their patron is Silver Wolf. God damn it!
Every single one of them had their own thing, and they were all useful. Just some of them, they were useful if they could stop fighting.
Ivory Claws. They were called. It was Ivory Claws, the Fire Touch, and the Predator Kings. Ivory Claws are the ones that we were our founder was the eldest. Their founder was the one that was in that was in love with fucking the moon. He wanted to fuck his own mother. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but each of them had their own shtick.
Niche,
Each of
yeah.
them had their point of being there. They had their things that they excelled at. So in Apocalypse, because that's the one that I know the best, if I'm not mistaken. In Apocalypse, it was the Silver Claw. Like I said, I'm terrible with the names, but I remember the actual details. I'm almost positive it was Silver Claw was the tribe name. They were we were descended from the original
Silverfang.
Silverfangs, that's what it is. We were descended from the original rulers, so we still have the right to rule, even though no one else fucking agreed with them anymore. You had the Shadow Lords, which they were also claiming that they were the rightful rulers, only they were a bit sneakier, they were more underhanded, still fucking useful, still dangerous, but bunch of bastards because they would betray people to gain power. You had the Bone Gnaws, which no one fucking liked them, even though they were often extremely capable because no one liked them. They were willing to do shit that no one else was willing to do.
I mean, when your fucking totem is rat, I mean, of course you wouldn't fucking.
Yep. So they were willing to do what needed to be done, even if it wasn't glorious, even if it wasn't something that would get them honor. You had the I always blank on the tribe that their whole thing was they started adapting with technology.
Glasswalkers.
Glasswalkers. You had the Glasswalkers who they would actually use technology to their advantage, which most of the others wouldn't. Each of them had their own shtick. You had some overlap because there's the native tribes and then there's the old world tribes. And you had some overlap between the Wendigo and the Get because they were both just like, yeah, we're fucking insane warriors.
Let's do this.
They absolutely hated each other right up until they got into a fight on the same side as each other. Then they got competitive as fuck. It was glorious.
It's you know what all this shit is. It's because them ruining the Bruja, getting rid of the Get is all fucking part of the seepage of politics into it.
Yep.
Like, all right, so one of the fifth edition books I was reading when fifth edition first came out. I honestly sat and I read it because I liked fucking Vampire the Masquerade, and I'm trying to figure out why the fuck is this ancient vampire giving two shits about fucking equal rights?
Yep.
And I'm reading this. I'm like, you're an ancient vampire. Like, this shit is fucking beneath you. And I mean, really fucking beneath you. Like, you don't care. You shouldn't care.
The closest that they should come to caring is, yeah, all of you are equally worthless beneath me. Fuck you.
Yes. Like, and I'm talking about, like, so I could see, like, the Toreador maybe putting up with that type of shit because with their neonates because Toreador. But everybody else, like, shut the fuck up. You what I tell you?
Yeah. Like I said, the closest that they should get is you're all equally loathsome underneath me. So, yeah, compared to each other, you're equal. Compared to me, I'm your god. Fuck you.
Yes, I've seen more sunrise. I've killed more people than you bit.
Yep.
Like, there are whole graveyards I put down.
That's what it should have been. But yeah, they started doing, well, we need to get the message. No! You're a game that is meant to be a fucked up world
Mm-hmm.
with imperfect characters dealing with horrific shit that goes bump in the night and everyone is fucked. Doesn't matter which setting you're in, everyone is fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Because vampires had their end of the world shit going on.
Yep.
The werewolves had their end of the world shit going on. The mages had their end of the world shit going on, and the fucking uh, technocracy trying
And
to usher in an entirely different end of the world at the same fucking time.
and there were times where yo cryptic, yo rotten, and yo Blixer, there were times where their end of the world shit over fucking lap. Like the techno, like they had to join together to fucking put down Ravenos.
Yeah, you would have shit like where the technocracy had to be teamed up against. You had moments where other beings needed to be teamed up against. You had it when, like, what was it? The technocracy and the fucking Weaver at one point were
Yes.
getting way too chummy. And
All right. For those that don't know what I just said, so the antediluvian Ravnos, the leader of the Ravnos clan, their antediluvian woke up, fucking ate a good portion of central fucking Europe, just ate, like just feasted. And then his chemistry is so fucking powerful that it becomes reality. He put a spear of darkness all over like the area he was in, and nothing could touch it. Well, the mages got together. The only reason they killed him is because they sent a fucking technical nuke that exploded into the sun through the fucking spiritual waves because couldn't nobody get into it once you're in. So they sent a fucking spiritual nuke and detonated it point blank in his fucking face. That is how they killed him. And mind you, this is after everybody got together and said, "Oh well, we can't fucking figure out how to do this. He's just gonna fucking murder us all." And that's just one of 13. One.
there's all kinds of fucked up end of the world scenarios that constantly pop up in the games. That's kind of the fucking point of the games. Every faction is dealing with their own bullshit. And
Yep.
every faction is entirely in over its head. Some of the moments that are really kind of, oh shit, if anyone was able to separate themselves out from all the shit that's happened thus far, there would be an actual solution to shit. Like, the werewolves, to my mind, are going about everything entirely wrong because the werewolves are trying to eradicate large portions of different powers when they're should be trying to achieve balance. So it shouldn't be we need to wipe out all the vampires. It should be we need to make sure that the vampires aren't stronger than the mages, aren't stronger than this group, aren't stronger than that group, aren't stronger than this group, because this one is more like the Weaver, this one's more like the Wild, this one's more like the fucking Worm. We need
And
to
that's where they fucked up.
balance again.
See, that's the problem. I think that's where in their storyline the Weaver fucked up. Sorry, yeah, the Weaver. It tried to control shit, and it fucking bled to its children.
Well, there's
It,
two different origins of how everything went fucking insane when it comes to the uh, Weaver, Worm, and Wild. Because you have one version where it's the Worm goes insane first, and it's by trying to stop the Worm, the Weaver goes insane. There's another version where it's the Weaver goes insane first,
Mm-hmm.
and it is by the Weaver going insane, it drives the worm insane because it ends up being able to lock down the worm for
Yeah,
an extended period of time, effectively
that's
having it go insane due to hunger.
yes, that's the version where it imprisons the worm.
Yep. But yeah, one of the other versions is that the worm goes insane first, starts trying to devour everything, and is doing a fairly good job of it. And then the Weaver tries to contain the worm, and it is the effort of containing the worm that is already insane that is driving the Weaver insane.
Man, fuck it. That is a crap shit world to live in.
Oh yeah, and everything is fucked up in that world, and everything is fucked up in a way that makes it interesting.
Like
Because
God, if you think about it, Sanguine, like they're always on the precipice of like complete another end of the world scenarios that nobody can fucking stop.
well, it's no one can stop by themselves, which is where the fun part comes in, because it
Yeah.
then becomes these groups that have very different things that they're going for, are dealing with very different problems, occasionally are able to group up enough to stop one of the ends of the world for a time being. So you will have like the technocracy, which their thing is that they're spreading banality and they're trying to lock down the world, which is rather much like the fucking Weaver is doing.
Mm-hmm.
There's moments where the technocracy end up getting a bit too close to the Weaver, and everyone's like, "Oh no, 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 no! We can't allow them to get that close to the fucking Weaver. That much banality around the thing that effectively created banality? No, 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 no,
Nope.
no, 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 no!"
Nope. 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 Nope.
And they're forced to work together. You have moments where the werewolves are fighting the vampires, and the vampires are fighting the werewolves and the changelings, and the changelings are fighting the vampires and and the mages, and the mages are fighting the werewolves, and the just everyone is constantly at each other's fucking throats. Occasionally you'll have these alliances that last only so long as it's beneficial to everyone.
And somebody will fuck someone over quick.
Yeah, like it could be that the mages and the werewolves team up to deal with something, but then the mages, while helping deal with this, realize, oh shit, that thing that the werewolves are all protecting, that's a ley line. We need to get our hands on that ley line. And suddenly, they're now attacking a fucking cairn, not realizing how important the cairn is to the werewolves, so that starts a fucking war between the mages and the werewolves because they're both fighting over a sacred site to each of them. One, the mages, they get immense amounts of power.
Yo, old guy.
And the werewolves, the cairns, are helping them balance everything.
See, what the problem is in that situation is no one's fucking talking to anybody.
Yep.
Like, yeah, we're helping, but if you told me, hey, this is why this is important, holy shit, fuck. We've been destroying them because we thought, they were the opposite of what we needed to fucking do. No,
Yep.
we need those to help. Okay, my bad. Oh, you went and found this artifact, but that artifact wakes up one of my great grandsires. The one that fucking started it all. So if you don't move that artifact, he won't wake up.
Yep, it's
Oh.
they don't talk to each other, and when they do, they never tell everything because every side is hiding something. Since That's how they've been able to survive, is hiding something all the time. But it's always that something that they're hiding that ends up being the thing that fucks them in the ass. And that makes the world interesting. It makes it alive and dynamic. And it becomes when you're playing the game, how much can you actually tell the things that you're interacting with? Is that going to be something that you telling them makes it so that you can save the day, makes it so that you can survive, so that you're able to hold off your oblivion that much longer? Or is it something that it's going to hasten your oblivion? And you can never tell. Is it going to hasten? Is it going to slow? So you're pulling teeth to get any bit of information.
They would do well to get everybody. Well, you can't get all the fucking heads together because the arrogance in the room would fucking that meeting would self-destruct in 7 seconds.
Yep. And everyone's trying to use everyone else for their own gain. So you have occasionally a Shadow Lord will end up trying to manipulate the vampires while the vampires are trying to manipulate the Shadow Lord. And both of them get shit done by doing that. But both of them also royally fuck shit up by doing that.
Yep. And no one fucking cares.
Well, everyone cares, but no one can stop it. Because, again, you don't know if sharing that vital piece of information is going to result in this actually working or this falling apart in an absolutely horrific manner. Because is telling the mages that this mound that you and the other werewolves are protecting is a cairn and it's a massive site of power that helps you balance things going to be beneficial? Will they listen to you? Will they try to help? Or will they go, that massive mound is a ley line? Oh, the power I can get from that ley line.
Fuck you, I want it.
So it becomes this balancing game, which makes the game fun. It makes the game interesting. But trying to neuter the game because, these types of fans like these types of characters. The world is all fucked. Who cares if certain people like certain types of characters? As long as in the fucking game. Now, if they start thinking that they are those characters, that they are those beings, that becomes an issue, like the fucking vampire killer from, what was it, the early aughts or the late 90s?
I believe the early odds.
Where he thought that he was a vampire, and I want to say he thought that he was a particular bloodline from one of the White Wolf.
That was fucking great. Probably a Toreador.
And he went insane and killed people. But we need to drive out different ideologies. No, what you need to do is drive out anyone that thinks that their politics takes precedence over the actual point of the fandom, the actual point of interest. If you're willing to fuck up the story of a game because you want your politics in it, get the fuck out.
But see, the problem is, you can have that at your table. You can have look, Sanguine, I can't dictate what you do at your table. You can't dictate what I do at mine.
So which is why I'm not saying at your table. I'm saying that when you start trying to change the source material.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We trying to think more.
Yeah,
Yes.
because you want to have a game that's based on vampire, but you're going to make it so that rather than the Norse gods being ridiculous necromancers, and that's what happened, and that's how Fenrir died. It was Fenrir died due to Odin, a absolutely insane necromancer. And you want to have the Norse gods be good characters, you can do that. That's that's possible. You can make
At
that
your
part
table.
of your table. You can make that the lore of your game. You want to have it so that the Get of Fenris were eliminated. You can do that. You want to have it so that not every white howler has become a black spiral dancer. You can do that.
Shit, you can even make that some Black Spiral dancers were actually fucking good. It fucking weird, but you could do that.
Well,
Your
I would say
table.
more than have it so that they're actually good. You could have it so that it's possible to recover black spiral dancers. That's something that in the lore, it doesn't say that it's impossible. In fact, it says people have been trying, they just fail. You can have a shit ton of different things. You can have it so that a lot of the species that died in the War of Rage don't.
Yeah. Oh, that's still
You,
amazing now.
the War of Rage lore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
But see, again, that's the fucking problem. That's the same thing they're trying to do with, say, 40K, and adding female custodies.
Mm-hmm.
When females have their faction, the Adeptus Sororitas,
Mm-hmm.
and all the other chicks that go with the Adeptus Sororitas. You know, you don't need to you don't need to fuck over male spaces with your bullshit. You want to
Mm-hmm.
play a space marine, fucking play a space marine, but don't fucking say, "Oh well, there's a training space marine."
Yep.
Why?
I'm even fine with people that make AUs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an AU that became very popular a while ago, which is the Primarch Girlfriend AU, where it's effectively what if instead it started with just someone making fan art of each of the Primarchs as women,
Mm-hmm.
but women that maintained characteristics of the original character.
I've seen that before. That's fucking. I find that shit hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's fun that they did that. And people went, that's really good fan art. And then they started thinking about, well, what would be the implications of that lore wise? Does the Horus Heresy happen in the same way? Is in this universe, were all the Primarchs made to be sterile? Or, since they're all female, were they made so that they could actually procreate? And what would be the lore implications of each of those choices? So they take an idea and they just fucking ran with it. And ends up being its own thing. You want to have a AU of what if Space Marines, rather than being all men, were all women? Fucking make your AU. Have
Yes.
fun. Craft it. See if it's something that becomes popular in its own right. Because there's other examples of that. You don't just have it with the, well, what if the Primarchs were women? You have the Dornian Heresy AU, which is instead of Horus Lupercal being the.
Rogel Dorn betrays.
Yep, it's Rogel Dorn becomes the arch traitor.
Shit,
Uh,
isn't there? I believe there's an AU where it's all the traitor Primarchs are flipped. So you
yeah,
have Rogel Dorn, you have Lehman Russ, all the good guys essentially become the villains.
yeah. One of the bleakest AUs when it comes to that is the Lion Heresy,
Oh,
because it's the Lion, Lionel Johnson, who every Primarch during the fucking heresy at some point or another has their moment of which of my brothers could I take? Well, I could take this one, I could take that one. This one would prove a massive challenge, and each of them has that. And some of them are fairly confident that they can take most of their brothers, or nearly all of their brothers. Pretty much every single fucking Primarch. There is one Primarch that they go, I don't know if I could take him. And almost every single
it's the
Primarch,
lion.
it's the same fucking guy. It's the Lion. Every Primarch during those scenes is like, oh yes, I could have taken Horus as he was. I could take this character or that character. Sometimes you have it where it's, I'm not sure if I would have been able to beat Ferris in a fair fight. I'm not sure if I would be able to beat Sanguinius in a fair fight. But every single one of them was like, I'm pretty sure I would get my ass stomped by the Lion. And the Lion, when he was doing his who could I beat to his sons, it was a who could I beat? All of them. The question is, what would it cost in order to beat each? And would I be able to recover who I am after having to beat them?
I could take them. It just what am I willing to lose to
Yep.
take them? Like the word isn't can I? It's what will I lose?
Yeah, what is the cost of beating them? Which, yeah, like I said, one of the most fucked up AUs is the Lion Heresy. Because it's effectively, what if heresy, but everything went perfectly for the heresy?
Shit, I was reading one fanfic where the because I fucking love the Necrontier. It's in the name. Or actually the good guys. Where they knew that fucking not only the Chaos Gods were coming and that the Tyranids were a threat and that fucking the Dark Eldar were going to go fucking just rampage around the universe. So they fucking decided, all right, we're gonna fucking die out before we can do anything. All right, machines, we'll go machine. And like their whole motivation is we're not trying to help humanity. We're trying to help all life, but these things need to go away before all life can be helped. And you're not helping me, so you're a fucking threat. I'm not bowing to your emperor because you want me to. Fuck you, anger emperor. I'm going to save the universe myself, essentially. And I fucking love it. It plays fast and loose with the lore. Like some of the Primarchs have what's the word I'm looking for? Skewed motivations. like Saint, like the only one, I'm pretty sure this is because the author liked him. Like the only one that really gets along with the Tyranids and the Necrontier and will help the Necrontier is fucking Sanguinius. Not Sanguinius. Salamanders. Forget his name.
Vulcan.
Vulcan. Yeah. Like that's the only one that they actually say we like. Like we like. You call for our aid, we'll come. Everybody else can go fuck themselves.
That's slightly strange that he's the only one, because in lore, there's actually kind of a we liked your Primarch to the Blood Angels.
Well, again, this is I'm pretty sure it was because the author particularly liked
Vulcan.
Vulcan and the Salamanders.
Vulcan is a cool character, so it's
Yes.
understandable.
So that's what that is.
But like I said, bit strange because there's legitimately, uh, what is it? Isn't it the Silent King is wearing a sanguineous death mask when meeting with the Blood Angels?
I believe so.
And the Blood Angels are like, this is a massive insult. And he's going, whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean it's an insult? He was a fucking awesome guy. I'm wearing it to show respect for him. Wait, you find this insulting? Why?
Like, dude, we love him. Like, he's cool.
He was one of the only ones that seemed reasonable.
Like, you dicks. You killed my. You killed him. Ah, man. But again, if you want to do that shit in your game, if you want to have those things in your game, you can have those things in your fucking game. Like,
It's just when you start fucking with the actual established lore, and you don't do it well. Because there would have been ways to write the fall of the Get of Fenris
mm-hmm.
and have it be something. But they didn't do that. It was just kind of like, yeah, they're written out. Wait,
And
what
again,
happened? They fell. How did they fall? They fell.
and
So
again, it was
everyone's
only
fucked.
done.
No, they're still alive somehow. The Get were the largest. What do you mean they're still alive? They just became massively outnumbered by black spirals.
And again, like if you do it properly, if you write this and you do it properly, and show it the respect it fucking deserves, people will be like, oh well, fuck yeah, man, gets and it's not fucking politically motivated.
Yep.
Like if it actually fucking serves the story.
But it
Like
was
if they came out with said like, all right, we took it out because honestly, no one could do shit because the Get was doing everything. Oh well, yeah, that's kind of fucking true.
but you could have made it so that like they in lore effectively all died to stop an apocalypse.
Yeah, like
And
they go out in a blaze of glory.
it was their last hurrah, kind of like they did with the Croatoa
Mm-hmm.
in lore, because I think that's the name of the tribe, the Croatoans.
Mm-hmm.
They were one of the three Native American tribes, and they were the most reasonable of the Native American tribes because their patron spirit was the turtle, and the turtle was wise, and the turtle was patient and knowledgeable. So they were always the intermediaries between their two more fractious siblings.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a massive fucking apocalypse that's about to happen where a large chunk of the worm is about to escape into the normal world, which has happened in werewolf lore. There's the use of the phoenix feather
Mm-hmm.
in Russia, which is what in lore happened with the Tunguska explosion.
Mm-hmm.
It's that there was a section of the worm was emerging into the world. So the werewolves were able to beseech the phoenix and they were able to get a single feather. When they used the feather, everything exploded, just devastating the land around in this massive fireball, which took out the worm, but killed an insane number of werewolves. But the Croatoan heard that this was about to happen, so they gathered together as a full tribe because they couldn't get their brothers to listen to them, to join them in the fight, and they performed this massive ritual that caused pretty much all of them to die. There's no record of any surviving members. It's not necessarily said that all of them 100% died, just that there has never been a living Croatoan found since. But they were able to force the worm back out. So they died, but they died in this massive self-sacrificing last hurrah.
Yeah. They went out in a blaze of glory.
Yep. They went out in a blaze of glory where they were protecting the other two tribes that they viewed as their brothers.
Again, you can do that. You can have this epic. I'm not going. I'm going up there to save your American ass, essentially. And if you get the reference, you know what I'm talking about. You know, you can have that, but it was done strictly for politics, and they make no bones about the fact that it was done strictly for politics. And that's why White Wolf is fucking dying as is. Like, look at
D&D started doing a lot of the same shit, and they're suffering as well now.
They're hemorrhaging players. Fucking look at fucking Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. That game is wokety wokety woke. It is a, not only is it woke, it's a buggy fucking mess. The story makes, from everything I read, like people trying to figure out the story, it makes no fucking sense.
And it gets none of the love that the OG got. The OG is a cult classic that people still reference. One of the best horror segments of any fucking game.
Was that fucking museum, fucking
hotel.
Hotel.
Yeah, that hotel was amazing. And it wasn't very long, it was kind of short, but the entire time you're going, this is creepy, this is creepy, this is so fucking creepy. Why is everything doing this?
Because there's fucking wraith in there.
Yeah.
And you gotta do it to get, in order to progress the fucking game, you have to go through that motherfucker.
Yep.
That's the worst part. Like, you can't progress the game unless you go through that bitch.
Yeah, there's absolutely no mercy in that. And it is fantastic.
Yep.
It is widely recognized as one of the best horror segments in any game.
And they don't get that. Like they won't get that. And that's I think that's the worst part. Is that they would rather destroy their baby, their child, chasing the fictional modern audience.
Yep.
And get pissy when people don't support it. If they did get all right, so you seen what the original design for The main character's name is Fire, or F Pyphyre. Fire. Did you see what when they first gave the designs of them?
I don't believe I did.
All right, let me see if I can pull it up. Like, fire design.
And while he's pulling that up, how you guys doing out there in chat?
You could not tell a male fire from female fire.
Of course.
I can't find the. Is it the original? God damn it! Like it was one of the first design. So people was coming on to like the forums and like, so which one is the male and which one was the female?
Mm-hmm.
Because like she had no curve, like there was no fucking curve in her body. There it is. Here it is.
Okay.
I mean,
share it. I'll pop it up for everyone to see.
it's not really good. But which one is the female? See, you can pick them out.
That is really, really difficult to.
Let me see if I can find a better image. All right, let me see. Nope, it is giving me a shitty. This is as good as I'm going to get it. And Sanguine, I'll just send you the site so you can get a better look at it. Here, I'll put it in chat. That way, anybody that doesn't know wants to see it.
But yeah, that is really.
Like, you can't tell male fire from female. You can look in the face, and you can. This is female fire.
Yeah, I was going to say, is the one on the right female?
Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I can do. You can only because of the way the face is shaped, you can tell female from male. But look at the chest. Like, there's nothing there.
Yep. And even the small bit that you can tell from the face, it is still close enough that you're going, okay, is it just twink and slightly less twink? Is it?
Yeah. I mean, granted, the original wasn't like high. It wasn't fucking high def. It wasn't amazing graphics, but you could at least tell a fucking female from a male.
Especially when you got the schoolgirl outfit for the Malkavian.
Yes. But you could tell the difference between the characters. You can tell even the fucking Tremere, when you had the Tremere, like the Tremere female and the Tremere male, you could tell the difference between them.
Mm-hmm.
And the worst part about the story makes no fucking sense. I've gone through the entire fucking discipline list. Like, there is nothing that says when you eat somebody, you get when you drain somebody. He didn't diabolize them. He just bit into him, and somehow he became a second personality. And he isn't the fire isn't Malkavian by nature.
That is fucking weird. Because yeah, if it was a milk, that would make absolute sense.
I mean, granted, the person he eats is a milk, but he is the fire isn't a milk by default.
Yeah, and you don't just become a milk by drinking a milk. That was never a thing.
And again, here's this ancient elder being treated like a fucking neonate. I get it that like you just woke up, which makes no fucking sense because you woke up in an abandoned building in fucking Seattle, which makes no fucking sense.
The only way that it makes any semblance of sense is if someone found you, dragged you there, and then went, oh shit, this is a bad idea, ran away.
And that's another thing that makes no fucking sense because in order to wake up a sleeping elder, you have to fucking feed them. They sometimes don't wake up on their own. So again, opening doesn't make any fucking sense. Powers don't make any sense, and they're treating you like you're a fucking neonate. And granted, you are, like I said, you are an ancient elder and you're new to shit. When you went to sleep, the world was fucking completely different. And but here is still a fucking at least what, maybe fifth. That's another thing. No one fucking eats you.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, you're like fifth, sixth gen. Why haven't we eaten her yet? Or them yet? Oh man, that game could have been good.
Yep. And that's the thing that is always so obnoxious about when they do this. Mm-hmm. It's always always things that you're going, this could have been fantastic. A really good Vampire the Masquerade game, we've already seen, is amazing. It gets talked about for decades.
Yep.
People still love the original Vampire the Masquerade. They'll still play the original Vampire the Masquerade. If they had made a good one, they would have gotten the same recognition. They would have gotten the same accolades. They didn't. And they didn't, in part, because, well, they wanted to tell their story. If you want to tell your story, make your game. Don't fucking skin suit a different franchise.
Don't White Walker a fucking franchise you didn't create. And that's what they always fucking do. They'll fucking skin it alive. Oh, well, you don't like it because it's different. Yeah, it's not the fucking thing I wanted.
Yeah, stop wearing franchises like goddamn Edgar suits.
I remember a while back, ages ago, maybe a year and a half, maybe early between 2020 and now. You heard it was Dune. It was a Dune game, and I really liked it. You know, you played as one of the great houses. You know, Dune Spice Wars.
Yep.
And you could play as one of the great houses, you know, Atreides, Conan. You played as like the Fremen, and you played as the Emperor, essentially. Mm-hmm. And then out of nowhere, they decided to fucking add this brand new fucking house that never fucking existed.
Mm-hmm.
So people are like, wait a minute, come on now, this house. You had a shit ton of other great houses you could have chose, you know.
Yeah. The only reason to add one that didn't exist, to my mind, is if rather than it being that you were telling the story of a great house, you were telling the story of a house that is in its ascendancy. So it's a sergeant house that then throughout the story earns the role of a great house.
Yeah.
Because that can be an interesting story. That can be really well done.
Yes. But he didn't.
And historically, that type of shit happens. You have a house that is kind of a lesser sergeant house, and then something happens in its history where it goes from a lesser sergeant house to it wins war accolades. It does something ridiculous. It survives the fall of the great house that it used to be under, and it takes over in their absence.
But again, they didn't do that. They created. It's the same thing with fucking Vampire Coast. Remember Kylostra Darfin? People like, who the fuck is she? Oh, well, we created a whole. But again, you had other fucking characters and other fucking factions and other fucking places you had added in, and you're just going to create a brand new character whole cloth.
Yep. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it works, but you have to do it right.
Or rather, okay, so, all right, if you create a character whole cloth that fits in the setting, Colostra wasn't a vampire, and I get that Salt Spite wasn't one either, but she wasn't fucking fully human. So her with the vampire coast made sense, but she was Colostra was essentially a fucking banshee. Now you could have added her to say the Necromancer faction, or added her to base fucking Karsteins. Cause eventually they split up the Karsteins and the Necromancers. You had Gorsh having technically his own fucking faction, and what's his name? I forget. Fuck, I forget his name.
Yeah, I'm forgetting the one that has Krell.
Yeah, the one that has Krell. He got his own fucking, essentially got his own fucking faction and units and shit.
Yeah, he gets stuck with the Bretonians.
Yes, and he's stuck with the fighting the fucking Bretonians in Bretonia.
And he is one of my favorite undead campaigns.
Because I know Helman Gorsh. Is it Helman Gorsh?
Yeah. Helman Gorsh is over by Cathay.
Yeah, he's the ghoul, essentially.
Well, he's a necromancer with his ghoul brothers. And he spams ghouls.
Yeah, alright.
And then the other is the Dread Necromancer.
Henrik Kemmler.
Yes, Kemmler.
Kemmler.
The Dread Necromancer.
Cause the von Karsteins, they got Vlad, they got his wife, they got Manfred. Sylvania has Manfred, the two other von Karsteins, his wife and Dracula and his wife, one of his brides, the two necromancers. I don't think they got anybody else.
They have his dickhead younger brother. So they have Vlad, who is with his wife.
Yeah.
They have Manfred Karstein. They have Gorsh. They have Kemmler, and oh, never mind. I'm thinking the currently NPC, but might eventually get his own playable. The Red Duke.
Oh, okay.
Over in Bretonia.
Yeah.
Since he has his own special legendary lord, but it's the one, I think it's the only legendary lord that you can't actually get.
Yeah, because he leads Musalon.
Yep.
Yeah, Herman Gorsh, Kemmler, Vlad and Isabella von Karstein, and then Manfred.
Yep.
They're planning to add Neferata, but I think she shouldn't be fucking Von. They should put her back in fucking Tomb Kings.
Yep.
Putting
Though I could
Desperado there
understand
makes no
her
sense.
being one of the Tomb Kings, kind of like Black, where he has access to uh, vampire counts units.
Mm-hmm.
I could see her being like that.
Because again, the end times are coming. They're gonna get the undead legions.
Oh, they're
Uh,
actually adding in the Undying Legions.
yeah. The Empire is getting Boris Todbringer, which should round them out. Um, and then you're
Make it so
getting
that he's
Nagash.
actually a official legendary lord rather than just a legendary lord that you can get if you confederate.
Yeah, they're gonna make him an official legendary lord. Uh, they're still fucking missing Bugman. They're missing for dwarves at least. They're missing like at least two. They're missing the fucking halflings. They should have
Yeah, I
halflings.
don't think that they're going to have halflings in 3. They might get halflings in 4.
I mean, come on now, they should. I mean, there's a shit ton. We don't have all the Skaven legendary lords.
Yeah,
Oh
we're
man,
still missing a good number, though. We're getting the Monkey King in the next one, aren't we?
I believe we
As
are
part of
getting
End
that.
Times.
I believe we are getting the monkey. The monkey king should have been with the changeling.
Yep.
We should have never got Yuan Bo. All right, because Yuan Bo never fought the fucking changeling.
Well, I wouldn't say we should have never gotten him. We should have gotten him in a different set.
Yeah, if you got in a different set, because again, you're gonna give the monkey king the changeling's most famous enemy, and you don't put him in.
Mhm.
You don't even fucking ref the monkey king. And don't get me wrong, I like Yuan Bo, but it wasn't his time.
Yuombo's fantastic.
Yes. He's one of the only times I will play Cathay.
Yeah,
We
he's
still
my
didn't.
favorite Cathay currently.
We still haven't gotten End. We still don't have RB. Still missing End RB.
Well, with
And
Indian Araby, effectively, that's going to be made from whole cloth. Like
yeah.
like Cloresto was only. It's going to be kind of like her and Cathay in general merged together because we didn't really have much about Cathay until Cathay joined the game.
Uh,
We
they're still
vaguely
missing
knew
some.
of them, we just didn't have anything real about them.
They're still. Aren't they? Isn't it Albion they're missing? No,
Yes, Albion is. We don't have a faction for Albion.
because we got Bretonians. We got.
Though
I hate Land of the Call.
adding in Albion will be a bit difficult because they already gave Albion to Bellicor.
But that's where fucking the guy is supposed to be. The the guy, the Wanderer, is literally in fucking Albion, fucking around that area.
Albion's way up north.
Yeah, and that's where the guy, the Wanderer.
Oh, he is up north? I forgot about that.
That's where his story hit. Again, that's why they call him the Wanderer, because he wandered up there. Like, no one knows how the fuck he got there. He just was there.
But yeah, Albion is really small currently. Because it is just that island right north of Lewin.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love the fact that they've essentially like made the world ridiculously big. Like the world is fucking huge.
Well, it's slightly strange because they made some parts of it really huge and then some parts really claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Like Albion, like I said, it's just that small island north of Lewin's Start.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is to Albion, which seems small.
There's a shit ton of fucking factions that need more lords, like Nurgle and all the Chaos Gods.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to fucking update. They still refuse to fucking update Norska. Norska hasn't gotten shit.
And yet, you will be having to deal with going through the game lists that everyone has on backlog. But if you're able to make a game that's actually good, now that's a problem. They can't make a game that's good. But if they're able to make a game that's actually good, think of how many must-play games have popped up recently that didn't have anything about them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're just some small studio that went, this is a game that we want to make, and they made a really damn good game.
Have you played Look Outside?
I have not.
Play that game. That is peak fucking Lovecraftian horror distilled into a comedy.
Nice.
You're essentially this one day you play this guy, this down on his luck loser who's in his apartment, and he wakes up.
Oh, this is the one where you're playing through the apartment complex and people are becoming progressively more deformed as you...
Yes.
Yes. I haven't played it. I've seen some gameplay from it.
Yes. Look Outside. And that game, all right, so and the creator is just one guy, and he's looking at feedback and he's updating the games. He's currently working on an update, which I can't fucking wait for. But in one of his updates, he made one of the saddest fucking cartoons. I legitimately felt like an asshole after I killed this character. So it's essentially this little kid, and he gets transformed into like this snail scorpion type thing, and he wants to play a game. He's only like 6, the mind of a 6-year-old, but he has the body of a monster, and he doesn't know his strength. And he said, I was playing with my mom and dad, but I can't play with them anymore because they went to sleep. And you could clearly think he was playing with me and killed him. So you have to put the kid down because he's a fucking danger to himself. He's a danger to everybody around him because he does not understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like the entire game, the game isn't trying to make you feel like a hero. You aren't like trying to save the world. Like you're just trying to survive. But doing that, I felt like complete and utter shit. Because it's essentially this little kid who's in this shitty situation, and he didn't ask to be in this situation, and he doesn't know his own strength because, again, he's 6. He hasn't gone through, you are strong, you need to hold back. And
well, you can go through that fairly early.
Yeah, but again, the way he's acting, he hasn't gone through that stage.
He suddenly had the strength foisted upon him rather than it being a
gradual thing. Yeah.
Gradual. He was getting stronger and stronger, and it became you're strong. You can't do this anymore. You have to be careful.
Yeah, it's like I'm assuming he woke up one day and he had a new body, and he accidentally killed his parents. Mm-hmm. And it made me feel like completely like I played that game. I played that game a lot of times, and no fight hit me as hard as that one.
Mm-hmm.
Because the entire time he's thinking you're playing a game as you're trying to kill him, and if you play the game with him, like he says, as he's dying, you open your eyes, you see him, and he's like really messed up. Like, all right, I'm sleepy now. I'm gonna go to sleep in like this childlike manner, and
Mm-hmm.
and it hit me. I'm like, I don't feel like a hero anymore.
Yep.
But he had to be put down. Like, if you don't put him down, he's going to hurt someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like ass doing it. And that's the only fight in that entire game and there's other people I wish you could, like, there's some people that you can't help that you wish you could help,
Mm-hmm.
but the only way to save them is to kill them. And that game really hits you in the field some fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's this thing called the center worm,
Mm-hmm.
and it's this guy. He got transformed into like this worm with giant fucking fingers, and his entire battle cry is "Help me, please!" As you're fighting him. I'm like, I feel like an ass. I feel like complete utter shit. Like, thank you, game. You made me feel like a fucking monster, and
Mm-hmm.
I kept playing.
Because that's the point of that game. It's not meant to be something that is fun to play through. It's meant to make you deal with body horror, make you
Yeah.
deal with what would actually happen if
Mm-hmm.
a eldritch abomination popped into reality. Because it isn't going to be fun in games. It isn't going to be, oh,
It's not
haha, everyone has cool changes. It's going to be, things are going to suck.
for a lot of fucking people.
Yep. And even those that survive are going to be scarred.
Yup. Like, it's going to either scar you emotionally or it's going to scar you physically.
Mm-hmm.
And then some people are just going to go fucking insane. Like, there's a lot of people that go insane in that game. Like, madness is a thing because you woke up one day and you're essentially a fucking giant worm,
Mm-hmm.
or you wake up one day and all your fucking everything you paint now is fucking talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, but it's a great fucking game, and I highly recommend it.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't played it yet, but I've seen playthrough of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not the entire game, but just parts of it. And it definitely seemed cool.
Mm-hmm. But again, a must-play game that didn't have like this big advertising budget. It's a game is fucking essentially a X RPG maker game. It is not this grand AAA, and people fucking love it.
Yeah, and that's happening more and more with games. Because
Mm-hmm.
I can't really think of the last game that was a big studios game that everyone was going, oh, you have to play this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a lot of, have you played Balatro? Have you played Don't Look Outside? Have you played Stranger?
Yeah, because again, the gaming industry has become like fucking Hollywood. Uh, they'll take an IP and they'll just fucking run it into the ground. You know, I'm currently on this site looking at this thing, and what should pop up? Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. That game could have been good. Let me tell you how it could have been good. It should have been the stealth-oriented game where you played it. It shouldn't be Kill the Justice League. You should be infiltrating the Watchtower. Because most of the people, and it should be only human-based enemies that can hide their abilities. So it should be fucking Captain Boomerang. It should be fucking Deathstroke, Harley Quinn, you know, and it should be stealth-oriented where you're trying to do an objective, and the objective rotates. The fucking map is procedurally generated, so it's never the same twice. You have to avoid like certain heroes. Like say it's your main villain. So Harley Quinn should avoid Batman.
Mm-hmm.
Like she should get nowhere near Batman because Batman can clock her anywhere.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Yes, you know, Boomerang shouldn't get anywhere near Flash. You know, and there should be some heroes like Martian Manhunter who should be able to clock everybody. It should be that a stealth-oriented game where you're fucking playing as a team and you have to work together. You shouldn't be directly trying to kill the Justice League. It could have been good. It really could have been. Nope, you wanted to kill everybody's favorite heroes in the most disrespectful fucking ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then got pissy when people said, no, we don't want to do that. Because that game is literally the last game Kevin Conroy was in.
Which is sad.
Yeah. Everyone's fucking favorite Batman. Reduced to fucking... Yeah. I think they should...
fucking legend. The problem is that it's, just like you said, it's become like Hollywood. It's become ideologically incestuous.
Mm-hmm.
When Hollywood was at its best, it had people that had different beliefs throughout.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't all just people trying to push one single solitary message. It was, you had different writers, you had different actors, you had different directors, each with their own point of view, and they really worked to have their works work.
Mm-hmm.
And then at a certain point, it just became incestuous bullshit, where it wasn't how good is the story, it was, does it get across the message?
Or what buttons do I need to push today?
Mm-hmm.
Like we've always had.
I still find it hilarious how some of the movies that everyone absolutely loves are movies that absolutely failed what their intention was.
Yep.
Best example of that is you have Starship Troopers. It's meant to show a fascist future. And everyone fucking loves it.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Yep. And people are still, to this day, trying to go, well, that's clearly fascist. No. It is dressed up in fascist iconography. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
They nailed fascist iconography with the uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual messaging, that wasn't fascist.
Yeah. It is working hard to achieve the goal. Like, humanity's on the brink. We need to fucking put these motherfuckers down. Humanity, hoorah! Like, yeah. But he didn't understand that. He didn't even read the fucking book.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you didn't even read the Heinlein book. Like, really? I just love how people will use the name of a famous story, not read the book, and like put their spin on, quote unquote, their spin on something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not your spin. You never read the fucking book. You essentially adopted it, took the name of a story just to get people in seats, and you didn't give them what they fucking came for.
Yeah,
Like, you're a dick.
like I said, it became ideologically incestuous, and it became ideologically incestuous in a way where they couldn't even realize that they're bastardizing a story, which just made it all the much worse.
Mm-hmm. Again, they didn't. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when they again the shit with fucking Star Wars. Star Wars and Acolyte. You didn't care that it ruined it ruined fucking canon. You didn't care that it is literally impossible for these events to take place. You just wanted your fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
And even the fucking science of shit didn't make any fucking sense in that. Fire in space.
That just makes me think of a VTuber quote: "Fire in water. Why?"
Yeah. Or the main actress playing twins does not change her mannerisms or her hair at all. And this will
She
be
is nowhere near a good enough actress to pull off two characters.
no, she is not.
There are actresses, there are actors that can pull off two characters and make it convincing. A really good example from not too long ago was The Craze.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the Cray Twin movie?
No.
So it was one actor playing both of the Cray twins, the Cray twins being English mobsters.
Oh, I know. I think I know what you're talking about. Cillian Murphy was. I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. Not Cillian Murphy. Someone. Tom. Hardy?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tom Hardy played both Cray twins, and the Cray twins are very different. Oh, sorry. The movie name was The Legend. Or, sorry, Legend. The old movie was The Craze, which was again played. Actor played both Cray twins. But the Cray twins act very differently. Tom Hardy was a good enough actor to be both Cray twins. The girl from the Star Wars show was nowhere near a good enough actress.
Nope. And the writing was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
You spit on years of fucking canon. You had characters that shouldn't exist in places they should have never been. You had a group of Force users who should never fucking exist. You had the fucking dumbest song ever. Power 1, the power 2, the power. Oh, God. What is it with fucking Marvel and Disney and singing?
You can pull off singing. There's a lot of really good things singing. The problem is that their songs just suck.
Like,
And their
Shit.
songs suck when they don't have to suck. They've done really good musicals before. But for some fucking reason, they keep on fucking up musicals now.
Yeah. They I don't know, man. They the people that get into sing can't fucking sing for shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got actresses that
Can't act for shit.
can't act for shit.
Oh, that just reminded me of something infuriating. The actress with the cardboard face cannot emote to save her life. Kristen
Christian
Stewart.
Stewart.
She recently was being interviewed because apparently they're still giving her movie roles. Don't know why. But she was complaining that the method acting is just a way for men to pretend that they're just descending into a character rather than actually feeling emotions.
Bitch, you couldn't feel an emotion if it ran up and smacked you in the fucking Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, she was denigrating actors that do method acting. Now, I do think method acting is bullshit in most instances of it. Sometimes you get really good results from method acting. Most times you get really what the fuck is wrong with you results.
Yeah.
But I'm much in the line of who was it? I'm sorry, dear chap. Have you ever tried acting?
I I've heard that, but I don't know who said it. But you know what? We have the interwebs.
Yep.
Let's ask Rock. Who said?
Tried.
I'm sorry.
It was Laurence Olivier to Dustin Hoffman. Yeah, it was Laurence Olivier to Dustin Hoffman because Dustin Hoffman, famous method actor, and yeah, Laurence Olivier, fantastic old school actor. Have you ever tried acting?
My dear boy, why don't you just try acting?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dear boy, have you ever tried acting? And my dear boy, have you ever tried acting?
Yep.
But again, but Christian Stewart has no space to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of your roles, you've had one face. When you're sad, you have one face.
That was one of the great responses because it was just someone who made a float or made a chart of all of Kristen Stewart's emotions. And they're all that confused, mouth agape look.
Yeah.
And it was happy, sad, angry, morose.
Confused.
All of them, just the same exact expression.
Like, has she ever been in a movie that fucking did well?
Yes.
No, we didn't. We're not counting Twilight.
But all the horny wine moms loved it.
Ex-girlfriend made me go see it with her.
And they bought like 20 tickets.
I bought her tickets and I wanted to strangle myself. Thank God I got laid afterwards because if I didn't, I was gonna be pissed.
It did extremely well in the box office.
No, it didn't.
I'm pretty sure it made a killing.
It may have killed.
Let's see.
No, she wasn't. Like, I've never American Ultra. At like none of these movies I've ever heard of. And then I try to say I'm that poor. She was.
Yeah, it grossed $3.25 billion.
Women, mostly women and boyfriends forced to go see it.
Like I said, it was horny cat ladies. It absolutely cleaned up in the horny cat lady department.
All right, I will take your word for it because it's probably fucking true.
God damn it, why did I just remember something? There's I'm trying to remember which comedy series did the joke, but it was a comedy show. Did the joke of, so how's the movie? A director walks in, puts his hand on a chair, and it squelches around his finger. Good! It's good!
All right. Budget. The entire series had a budget of 401 million. Yeah, and that's over 5 films, and it grossed its box over 3.3 billion. And I'm pretty sure my $20, the money I spent on her, was in that fucking.
How does it feel helping the movie succeed?
I feel dirty. Again, thank God I got laid. I think that's the only thing that soothes that wound.
The Lonely Island Doesn't Matter had sex.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. Like, yeah, that's the only salve for that burn. Because, dear fucking God. Ugh. I hate her, and I hate myself even more. Oh well, I'll get over it. Oof, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you have shit movies like that. You have shit actors who constantly fucking ruin their movies by insulting the people they need to see their movies to make money.
Mm-hmm.
If
It's just space wizards. Yeah, people like those space wizards. Shut the fuck up.
if say what's her face Snow White's actress.
Had just shut her fucking mouth.
Yep, just shut her fucking mouth and say, look, it's not the traditional one. It's Disney. We made changes. We modernized it. More people have saw it, and it wouldn't have been as hated. I mean, people would still fucking hate it. They made the reason why she's called Snow White because she was born in a snowstorm.
Mm-hmm. Rather than her skin was white as snow.
She was more like Taco Marron, but I say nothing. I say nothing.
Yeah, they just kept on fucking things up rather than just making movies that people could actually enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
They just kept on having to make a movie to put across their point.
Rachel Zegler. That's her name.
Yep.
That's.
They keep on trying to shove her in everything.
It's like fucking Pedro Pascal now. Pedro Pascal is everyone. He's in everything. And
Yep.
no one fucking likes him.
And again, it's mainly because he just keeps on putting his foot in his mouth and acting really Hollywood weird all the time.
Yeah.
If he would shut up and act, people wouldn't have as big of a problem.
All right, so he was supposed to play Mr. Mr. Fantastic. He looked nothing like Mr. Fantastic. He wouldn't even shave his fucking mustache to play Mr. Fantastic, and gray highlights in his hair to play Mr. Fantastic. So all you saw was Pedro Pascal.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, the modern Fantastic Four First Steps was absolutely and utterly shit. Female fucking Silver Surfer.
Mm-hmm.
And then you essentially turn Sue Storm into the leader of the fucking team. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Welcome, Johnny. If you want a link, I can toss a link real quick. We have a little bit before the stream's done still. But we're talking about how both games and movies can't help but ruin their franchises.
Yo, Hellcat. Yeah. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. And then you take classic characters like Miss Marvel. Now, granted, Captain Marvel's never been fucking popular.
Mm-hmm.
She's never held a comic book on her own. Like the reason why she has so many number ones is because they keep trying to reboot her and shove her down everybody's throat. Like fucking Miles Morales. I fucking can't stand him.
I can understand Miles Morales more than others because what they did was they said, this isn't Spider-Man in the standard universe. This is an alternate universe Spider-Man. Okay, alternate universe Spider-Man does a lot of the heavy lifting.
Yeah, but they brought him to the main canon, but they keep trying to shove him everywhere. They made him Thor, and he goes by Odin's Fade. Oh,
that is agonizing. And let me quickly click in.
Yo, Hellcat.
Johnny. Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, how's it going?
Doing grand. Just lamenting quality series fucking dying horrific deaths.
Have you ever heard the intro to Riri Williams? The first line of the first page of her first comic book ever. She is saying like,
the one where she gets pissed at her teacher for not saying you can't do it. Yeah,
and her teacher goes, "Fine, you can't do it. Watch me, Riri. You are an insufferable little bitch."
Yep.
You need to ask with
one of those things that you can tell the writer is also the author of a lot of and then everyone clapped posts.
Oh yeah.
Rather than just making an interesting character. Again, the way that you make a interesting character to take the place of Iron Man is you make them independently brilliant. You make them make their own shit. Don't have them steal their shit. I know they're black, but black doesn't mean that they have to steal.
They don't know. We don't all have to be thieves.
You can have a black person that doesn't steal their tech. It sounds insane, I know, but you can make that character and you can make them really good. Again, Steel is a really good example of this. Yes, I know his name sounds like what she did to get her shit, but he's called Steel as in the metal. not as in the action.
What they
So-
could have done is again, I put out Junkheart. Have her, like Tony had to discard tech where he could. Okay, I can't get this shit to work. It's fucking broken, and she fixes it. It's you. You threw it away. I turned your trash into a fucking treasure.
See, I could see that, but the way that I would do it is, I've said this before, have it where she sees what he's doing and she's trying to take inspiration because she wants to be a superhero. So she's looking at what other superheroes can do. And she sees his repulsor tech, but doesn't have any clue how the fuck to make it. So she makes something that she can figure out that does similar things, but through a different manner, a different mechanism. So
Reverse engineer it.
Yeah, rather than it being repulsor tech, she's doing plasma based.
Yeah.
So it isn't a repulsor. She's flying because she's shooting literal plasma flames out of her fucking hands. You do shit like that where it's she looks at the tech, goes, I don't know how to do that. I could make this and it would do that. Because again, the way that you have two characters, when you want to have a smart character and you want to have them interact with another smart character, you don't make it so that your smart character is better at everything than the other smart character. The way that you do it is you have your smart character come up with a solution that the other smart character didn't think of or had trouble implementing. And then you have them geek out back and forth about how, yeah, I was having problems doing what you did, but then I figured out that I could do it this way and it actually fucking worked. So everything that I do is based off of this. Wait, you based it off of that? I tried that shit. How the fuck did you get it to work? Here's how you make this work, by the way. So how did you make your shit work?
I did this. That was too hard. You know, again, and you don't have to knock a male character down to elevate a female. You make females look great because you make all the males around her an idiot.
Yeah, with the way that I'm saying, you make both of them look even better. Because now, rather than it being in order to build up your new character, you have to tear down the old character. It's your character is building up the old character as the old character is building up your character.
Yes, and don't have the actor symbolically come out. Yeah, you should watch Ironheart because I'm passing the torch to her, you know, symbolically. We don't give a shit what you say.
How much were you paid to say that?
Yeah, that's how. When Robert Downey Jr. Like, remember when they had the call? It was Robert Downey Jr. and her, and they had like her on the speaker, and they showed the phone call. I'm like, yeah, how much are you getting paid to say this shit? Like, you got a new movie with them coming out soon. Like, is this part of the deal?
Only thing I can imagine is that he got a call and they went, we'll put Tropic Thunder scenes fucking everywhere until it ruins you, unless you say this.
You never go for a retard.
He doesn't have to worry about that. He's everyone's fussing on Ben Stiller on that one.
Why?
He has said is his one salvation. Because he did the
blackface.
character.
He did the blackface, the method actor.
Well, yeah, he did the blackface, but the reason why everyone went after Stiller is because Stiller did Simple Jack. So people got after him for doing Simple Jack. And Robert Downey Jr. in several interviews went, I'm so fucking happy that everyone went after him for Simple Jack. Because I thought my career was over.
Again, see, but that shouldn't be... Blackface, again, the whole premise of the movie was utterly... It was supposed to be a comedy. Again, it's an absurd situation. You can act in a role and not believe some of the.
Yep.
It's called acting. You know, you don't have to be the thing to act the part of the thing. You don't need a gay actor to play a gay character. You know, a black man doesn't have to voice a black man in a fucking cartoon.
Gary Oldman can get on his knees with long pants and play a dwarf.
Shit, it again. It's
which
called
has apparently
acting.
been torn apart in the dwarf communities.
Really.
Oh yeah.
But didn't fucking why am I blanking on his name?
Peter
He
Dinklage.
was also didn't Peter Dinklage say that it's racist or some shit to have dwarves play dwarves? So they should be really happy that they had a fully grown man play a dwarf.
All right. So
Even though Dinklage played the fucking sex pest French dwarf.
The whole with the guy that played Hornswoggle in the WWE came out against fucking Dinklage and like the whole dwarf shit. First off, he said like, look, they aren't fucking they're called dwarves. They aren't fucking short people. They're magical fucking creatures. They aren't human. First off, and these are the only roles I can get, you know, playing someone this size. It was perfect for me. You know, how many actors did you cut off at the fucking knees
Between
because
him
you
and
didn't
Brad
want,
Williams.
yeah, like how many characters you didn't cut off at the fucking knees because, oh, you felt a way about something. You, you, you ruined
You
it
don't
for
like
like
the
other
part?
people.
Great. You don't try to get cast in it.
Yeah, you don't have to get cast in it. You don't have to play the part. You fucking ruined it. You ruined it for those people.
Yeah, people that would have loved to get the role because it was a good paying job in a movie that they would have been able to go see with their kids
Mm-hmm.
and go, look, that's daddy. But no, you fucked it up for them.
Yep. And he's never fucked. His level of arrogance will never allow him to fucking apologize for it. That's why I can't stand that fucker. Like I refuse to watch anything he's a part of.
And again, it was 100% pulling up the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Which, that's really fucked up, especially when they're that small. They need that fucking ladder. But
That ladder is not big. You come on now.
it's only like 3 feet tall, and you still pulled it up. Fuck you. Because he made his early career off of playing dwarves.
Playing the half man, yeah.
Yep.
Like his career started off with the half man. Like if he hadn't played Tyrion Lannister,
No. He was
an elf.
He was an elf. He was the flamboyant Frenchman dwarf in Tiptoes. He was in a lot of things as the dwarf. Now,
I know he fucking rode Tons of Crusaders.
If he would have said, it's fucked up that the only roles that we get cast for are to play the dwarves, absolutely. Wouldn't have had a problem with that. He's perfectly fine saying that it's fucked up that good actors are just cast as dwarves because that's all they're seen as, despite having the acting chops to actually do full roles, to be something more than just a dwarf, yeah, everyone would have been fine with him. But it was that he didn't say that. What he did was, rather than increasing the number of roles dwarves got, he slashed them.
Yep. I hope when he gets to hell, they make a fucking footstool he can't fucking get up on. I dislike him. Yeah,
But yeah, how you doing, Hellcat? Been a
Not
while.
too bad. Yeah, it has been a while. Now, I figured since you guys were talking about
Crazy cat
culture, I thought I'd dust off the old Mew Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So.
So, have you seen anything recently that you really liked, or something that really pissed you off when it comes to how it's been done?
I did. We went and watched He-Man.
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
Not bad.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
And funny enough, the main actor guy who plays He-Man is gay.
Oh,
Okay.
it explains why he's built like that. Everyone knows. Yeah, everyone knows. If you get told you're built like a gay man, as long as they aren't saying you're built like a twink. If they say you're built like a twink, that's probably an insult. If they say that you're built like a gay man, you're looking good. You're ripped.
That's an old Greg Giraldo joke. He's like, yeah, look at all the gay dudes around here.
Yep.
All the gay dudes.
But yeah, it works. If that's what gets them to work out enough, it makes it so that he looks like the character.
Right.
And that's the important part for that character. You need someone ridiculously muscled.
Again,
it's kind of like if you're casting for a new Red Sonja, she better be a ginger and she better be ripped.
Red Sonja still was a shitty movie. Well, the modern Red Sonja was a shitty movie.
I was about to say, classic Red Sonja.
Always good. Classic Red Sonja, chef's kiss. Perfect. Modern Red Sonja,
not so much.
Not so much, yeah. It was ass. Like, how much did it gross? They don't even tell the budget. Oh fucking hell! Guess how much the box office was?
$350.
Not even that.
A little higher than that, huh? A little lower. It was 271,461.
Ouch! Did that even cover the main actor's fucking paycheck?
I don't know. Like they don't give a budget. Let me look up what was the budget. Red Sonja.
Because that's insanely low. Was that the gross or was that their net?
That was box off. Damn, the it didn't even make its budget back. 2025 film Red Sonja produced was on a very low budget, estimated around 400,000. So it didn't even make its budget back.
It barely made half its budget back. Holy shit. How do you have that cheap of a movie and not make back budget?
Because nobody wanted Red Sonja. Nobody wanted this version of Red fucking Sonja.
Yeah, and that's it. It was this version. You give them a proper old school sword and sandals Red Sonja, people will fucking love it.
I did appreciate the Dolph Lundgren was in there.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, he did a cameo.
That sucks. He should have played. That's who should fucking. That's the only He-Man I respect and I love.
Dolph.
Dolph. Look, it may have been cheesy, it may have been corny, but that's the one I grew up on. God damn it, it's the one I love.
But they did what every fucking 80s movie did when it came to that. It became, how do we get Dolph Lundgren as He-Man in LA?
Yeah, they isekai'd him.
The fact that every fucking movie for a while in that genre was, how do we get them in LA? Was just bullshit.
Yeah. It's either an isekai or a reverse isekai, and neither one are fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they ruined the Monster Hunter movie. They turned
Reverse
it into
isekai?
a fucking. No, they turned it into an isekai story. So it starts off with Mealy, the girl that played fucking Alice in Resident Evil. It started off with
Jovovich.
yeah. Started off with her and like her team getting sucked into like a portal and getting sent to Monster Hunter's world, and then monsters from Monster Hunter world coming to there, and this bitch hunting down a Diablos. A Diablos is not a cheap. That is not a beginner level fight in the game. It is a oh, you're now in rank 8. Okay, well you can hunt this down.
Mm-hmm. You can't expect Hollywood to know the material that they're trying to make a movie based off of.
Shit, Hollywood took I think this is the fucking funniest thing ever.
Oh.
You know the Dynasty Warrior games?
Yep.
They did a Dynasty Warriors fucking movie.
Wait, was it actually a Dynasty Warriors movie, not just a Three Kingdoms?
It was an actual Dynasty Warriors movie. Like they had Masudos and everything. They had like ridiculous powers and everything. One of the opening scenes is Donju being jumped on by as he's riding his horse, being jumped on by like 100 dudes to try to slow him down. Like Dynasty Warriors. I laughed at it. Shit, we'll look at the trailer. I'm pretty sure the trailer fucking has.
That's dumb as shit, because you could have just done a Three Kingdoms movie. If you're going to do that, do a Three Kingdoms. Don't do a Dynasty Warriors. Three Kingdoms movie. It's easy.
Yeah. Here, I'm going to play the trailer. The trailer will give you.
Let's try not to get this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, so I'm gonna mute it
Just to show the beginning bit that you're trying to show.
Yeah. So look, let's see. You see
Okay.
him swinging there, and him doing all that shit, and it's at that part that like they just jump on him. You see,
Because, like I said, you could do just a Three Kingdoms movie. There's so
there
much
it is.
shit.
You see the utter ridiculousness of all the shit they're doing.
Yeah. But the thing is, you can do that with just a Three Kingdoms movie because Three Kingdoms is ridiculous in and of itself.
Yes, it is. It's amazingly ridiculous.
When you're talking about Zhang Fei scaring off 10,000 with a roar, that's ridiculous.
Oh man, half of that, but to be fair, half of that was already set up by Guan Yu. Guan Yu put into Cao Cao's head that if Zhang Fei really wanted to kill somebody, he'd fucking wade through the enemy and kill their commander. And Cao Cao like, yeah, I don't want to test that theory. I don't want to test that. Let's retreat. So that was a team. That's a team effort on his part.
Yeah, but it's still hilarious bullshit. Power scaling in a historical account.
Yeah. Holy shit. I hate to cut it short, Sanguine.
Oh yeah, it's time for you to head out.
Yes.
So, parting words.
Passionate about Sanguine, devour him. Don't let Sanguine devour you.
Johnny, parting words.
But I just got here.
Fair enough. And as always, dear, if I hunger, you have no choice in the matter. I shall feast. And I'll leave off with evil cannot create, it can only destroy.
Yep.
And with that, have a good night, all. The zoo is closed.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
And I click this, but it takes a second, so suck it!